Hello everyone, you're watching The Big Fight and I'm Maria Shakil. The National Entrance Cum Eligibility Test, that is NEET controversy, continues to hog the headlines. But beyond the headlines, it is the uncertainty which concerns aspirants and their parents. Look at these statistics, ladies and gentlemen. NEET UG 2024 was held across 4,750 centers in 571 cities, including 14 abroad. All this was held on May 5th. Around 24 lakh candidates had registered and more than 23 lakh appeared in the exams this year. The center in the Supreme Court has said that scrapping NEET in entirety is irrational and has indicated that there is no proof of any large-scale breach of confidentiality. The government has further argued in its affidavit that a drastic move like a re-examination or a retest would jeopardize the future of lakhs of honest students who attended the NEET UG 2024 exams. This year's NEET faces several questions. There are questions of the question paper leaks, impersonation, cheating, and other irregularities. The National Testing Agency, which is the NTA, conducts NEET. In a separate affidavit, the NTA has also said that alleged irregularities were localized in Patna and in Godhra. The same agency was also against cancelling of the test completely. But the student community, who are the primary stakeholders, are divided. While there are a number of petitions favouring re-NEET or retest, but there is also a high percentage of students who feel that this is a wrong move. So on The Big Fight tonight, let's speak to experts, students and parents and find out their views. Joining me on the show, first in the studio here, Dheeraj Kumar Singh is advocate of the Supreme Court. He is in fact counsel for petitioners who are seeking re-NEET. We have Sujata Rao, former Health Secretary of Government of India. Yashwardhan Azad, former IPS officer who has been following this story very, very closely, is joining us here in the studio. Dr. Shama Mohammed, National Spokesperson of the Congress. Dr. Guru Prakash Paswan, Spokesperson of the BJP. Anand Kumar is a founder of Super 30. Nirnay Lamba, here in the studio, is a NEET aspirant. We also have Manya Gupta, NEET aspirant. Mrityunjay Narayanan is a president of Coaching Federation of India. And Harsh Mehra, NEET aspirant. Hitakshi Lalwani, NEET aspirant. Let's begin with the primary stakeholders here who are the aspirants. Nirnay, coming to you here. Since you are for re-NEET, the government says that the honest candidates should not suffer for the crimes of others. One may say that's a valid argument. Why should there be re-NEET for everyone? If you are interested in re-NEET, you should be given an option. But why should everyone be subjected to this?
Ma'am, what do we consider a competitive examination? It is considered as a battle. Like, हमारे लिए एक battle है. एक हमें जाके हमारे लिए हर एक क्वेश्चन, एक पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन हमारे लिए एक दुश्मन है जिसे हमें लड़ना है अपने आंसर्स के थ्रू. हमारी माइंड की पूरी स्ट्रेंथ से हमें उसके लिए लड़ना है. हमारी पूरी इमोशनल वेलबींग, हमारा पूरा मेंटल क्वेश्चन वो एक पेपर चेक करता है. अब अगर कईयों के पास, किसी भी के पास उस चीज़ का एक एडवांटेज है, एक पर्टिकुलर चीज़ का एडवांटेज आ जाता है उन बच्चों के पास, तो वो एक फेयर बैटल रही नहीं. तो इट इज़ सेड टू बी कि अगर सबका हो जाएगा तो सबके लिए दोबारा से फेयर बैटल होगी ना. वो एक हम लोगों को तो फेयर बैटल चाहिए. वी डोंट नीड.
So you are of the opinion that wasn't a fair battle, you want a fair battle.
Yes.
Okay, Harsh Mehra and Hitakshi Lalwani, both of them are anti-re-NEET or anti-retest. What will you tell your friend here? Hitakshi?
First of all, thank you, ma'am, for having me here. According to me, re-NEET is not solution for all, because if we conduct re-NEET, justice for one can lead to injustice of other five, right? And I understand that this was not a fair chance or there was injustice, but बाकी कुछ पेपर लीक कुछ बच्चों को मिला, कुछ पेपर कुछ बच्चों को मिला, बट बच्चों की वजह से क्यों 24 lakhs of aspirants suffer करें? We don't have to consider only aspirants who are preparing from urban areas or who can get quality education, but we have to consider those also who prepare from rural areas or cities where quality education is not available. And if re-NEET will be conducted, it will lead to injustice of those aspirants who are preparing from rural areas, right?
Okay, so I want all four of you to settle it among yourselves as to how, there are a number of them who two are against re-NEET or retest. The indications from the government as far as this affidavit is concerned is clear that those who are innocent should not suffer for what are the wrongdoings of others. What do you think?
I think we can't separate those who have actually done cheating, and so we deserve a fair chance. Like,
what's your score right now?
my score is 676 at 10K rank.
Yes, so you
Yeah.
would manage a good college.
But it's not just about a good college. 5th May ki night ko, I calculated my score. We all were very relieved that I would get a really nice college in my hometown. Now I'm getting rank that is 8K beyond what I've expected. So why would I settle for something if I had deserved more?
Okay. And Harsh, a quick thought from you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for joining me. Ma'am, my opinion is that why would everyone suffer for the malpractice done by some people? And I am from Sonipat, and I was giving my exam on 5 May, and I was full prepared, and I don't have any exam paper, so I was innocent, and likewise me, every student gave exam, so it will be injustice for the other people who are innocent.
Yes, so this is the argument that cancellation would mean essentially would be contrary to Article 14. So let me bring in experts now. Yashwardhan Azad and Sujata Rao, these are the two questions that I have for you. Yashwardhan Azad, first to you. Even as we speak, there is a news that is coming in. This is from Delhi's Rouse Avenue Court, which has granted bail to one of those who were arrested by the CBI, that they were he was wrongly arrested, and that CBI had arrested the accused on mistaken identity. So do you think that there are several questions also on the manner of investigation?
No, I think the manner of investigation is not in question here. Maria, the main issue is, and let me say at the very outset, that the NEET exam has been a scam. It's spread across 6 states. Supreme Court in 2015 had said that even if the purity is vitiated in 1 or 2 cases, then you say that the leak is pervasive. And that's why in this particular case, the most important thing is to what extent this leak has taken place.
The government says it's localized.
How can it say it's localized when it has given the investigation to the CBI and CBI has not come to a conclusion? If 6 states have come in now, tomorrow suppose 2 or 3 more states you get this information, then it's going to be huge and large. And mind you, some of the students appearing even on the channels have said that some guy, if he knows it 1 hour before, say, in Patna, do we know that to how many people he has forwarded through the social media?
Yes.
And that's exactly the point which Supreme Court had asked.
Yes, so Sujata Rao, can a leak be localized? I'm failing to understand that in the time of digital India and digital movement where every information gets transferred in matter of minutes, how can leak be localized?
It cannot. And that is the reason why I think the government's defense to say that it's localized to Bihar and to Godhra is completely, doesn't sound convincing, largely because every day in the newspapers we're coming across somebody being caught in Jharkhand, somebody in Latur, and as Mr. Harshvardhan has said, it seems to be interstate. And there was somebody else caught in Dehradun over here. So, it is not possible to localize leaks. And it is very important that a fair chance is given to all the students. But I can further elaborate on that later.
Please go ahead, ma'am.
Well, what I think is it's not a question of 24 lakh students being inconvenienced. You can have a solution in as much as if you had, information of a leak, you would have done very well. That is the assumption. So it's those who have got less than 50% or 40% of the students ranking, then they can always be eliminated for taking the exam again, and only those who have got more than 50% can be asked to take a retest again. So that's one way you can reduce the number of students who have been who can be asked to take a retest. But I cannot see how a retest can be avoided, because the most important thing, Maya, is trust, and there is a huge loss of trust. So no matter what government says, And they may well be right that it is localized. They may well be right that IIT Madras examine, what is it? The inquiry was right. But still, right now, the students don't have confidence in the government. And then once you don't have any confidence, you cannot insist that this is a fair exam.
Okay.
So getting back just as the most
so the question here is of the sanctity of exams. Dheeraj Kumar Singh, you are the petitioner of students. There is a batch of petition that is there before the Supreme Court. It's looking at multiple issues. But the centre's affidavit and the NTA affidavit is very clear. They are arguing that why should students suffer who have not done anything wrong. But if you look at the counter argument which is coming in from those students who are right here, that they will suffer if they will continue to believe that the exam was unfair in the first place, it was not level playing field, and what will follow will again not be a level playing field.
Ma'am, since everybody know that it's a systematic failure, the NEET has failed. The NEET has failed to provide a fair and free chance to all the students, all the fair students. Here, the leak is not in from 6 places. On 6th of June, initially the NTA as well as the government on the denial mode, and they say that there was no leak. How the NTA and the government has changed their stand, and on 6th of June, the NTA on a FAQ released by the NTA, it was admitted that at 4:25 p.m. on 5th of May, on the date of exam, prior to 55 minutes of the closing of the examination, the paper was viral on the social media. This was the written stand of the NTA, which is available on the website of the NTA, even till date. So even at 55 minutes prior to the conclusion of the examination, the NTA himself admitted that the paper was viral on the social media and the internet. So we can assume that. Another thing is, even in Patna case, the NTA has, what was the question asked on the last date of hearing by the Supreme Court? The specific question is, when and how NTA first became aware of the paper leak, including any internal notification or external reports. What was the answer? And another question is, the cities or the towns and centers at which leak has been noticed. So what was the answer? The answer from the affidavit, I am reading from the affidavit, the answer is, it is submitted that the aforesaid 2 queries are answered as follows. First, A, alleged, word is alleged. Even NTA and government is still saying the leak is alleged. They are not confirming it. Alleged question paper related incident at Patna, Bihar. And then
why are arrests happening? Why is there a CBI probe if there is no leak?
Why the NTA chairman has been removed? Why the special committee?
All these actions have been
special
taken?
committee headed by the ISRO?
Anand Kumar, Anand sir, सवाल ये है कि स्टूडेंट्स को भरोसा कैसे होगा, क्योंकि यहाँ पर 2 ऐसे स्टूडेंट हैं जिनको ये लगता है कि रीनीट नहीं होना चाहिए और 2 ऐसे हैं जिनको लगता है रीनीट होना चाहिए.
बहुत अच्छी बात आपने कही. बहुत सारे विद्यार्थियों से हमारी भी बात होती है, बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट से चर्चा होती है. ये 2 तरह के लोग हैं. कई लोग चाहते कि एग्जाम हो, कई लोग चाहते कि हमने इतनी मेहनत की, इतने खर्चे किए, रात भर जग के पढ़ाई की और मेरी परीक्षा अच्छी हुई है. अब कैसे किसी खास सेंटर पर दिक्कत हुई, गलती हुई, उसके लिए हम लोग खामियाजा क्यों भुगते? तो हमारा अपना मानना है कि देखिए, कमेटी इसकी जांच कर रही है, सीबीआई जांच कर रही है, माननीय सुप्रीम कोर्ट इस मामले को देख रहा है. तो बच्चों को पेशेंस रखना चाहिए. और हमारा रिक्वेस्ट तमाम एजेंसी से है, सरकार से है कि आप जो भी फैसला ले बच्चों के हित में ले. और बच्चों से आज माननीय शिक्षा मंत्री जी ने भी बात की है, तो शिक्षा मंत्री जी भी निर्णय ले ऐसा कुछ, ताकि सभी बच्चे खुश हो और विश्वास जगे. उससे भी ज्यादा जरूरी है कि जहां जहां ये गड़बड़ी हुई है वहां दोषियों को खोजकर कड़ी से कड़ी त्वरित कार्रवाई करके सजा दी जाए.
लेकिन आनंद सर, अगर कुछ डेटा जो आया है उसके बारे में देखें तो 67 ऐसे स्टूडेंट्स हैं जिनको परफेक्ट 720 आया है. उन लोगों को जॉइंट टॉपर्स बोला गया. उसके बाद 1526 स्टूडेंट्स, राइट, देयर वाज
563.
हाँ, उन लोगों को बोला गया कि आप री एग्जामिनेशन करिए. लेकिन एक सेंस यहाँ पर स्टूडेंट्स को है कि फेयरनेस नहीं है. So how can there be some way in which all students feel before they go for counseling that they are in the right system, that the course correction has happened, the problem has been fixed, the systemic problem as is being highlighted here is no longer there, because they are going to begin their careers.
अरे बहुत अच्छी बात आपने कही. तो सबसे अच्छी बात होगी कि परीक्षा ज्यादा से ज्यादा सेंटर पर जहां थोड़ी सी भी गड़बड़ी हुई है या आशंका है वहां पर जरूर कैंसिल करनी चाहिए. लेकिन बहुत सारे ऐसे बच्चे मुझे भी मिले, यहाँ 2 बच्चे हैं, मुझे भी कई मिले जो बहुत डरे हुए हैं, सहमे हुए हैं और इस स्थिति में नहीं है कि दोबारा तैयारी करें. तो मेरा मानना है कि जिस सेंटर पर थोड़ी सी भी शिकायत मिली हो उस पर परीक्षा एकदम होनी चाहिए. थोड़ा सा अंदेशा हो, आशंका हो तो जरूर परीक्षा होनी चाहिए. और बच्चों को विश्वास में लेना सबसे बड़ी जिम्मेवारी सरकार की है कि बच्चों को विश्वास मिले, उनसे कई राउंड बात करें, उनके पेरेंट्स से बात करें. जैसे आप डिबेट करा रहे वैसे गवर्नमेंट को डिबेट कराना चाहिए और ऐसा रास्ता जरूर निकालना चाहिए जिससे बच्चों को विश्वास गवर्नमेंट पर, संस्थाओं पर बनी अपना विश्वास बने और साथ साथ उनका भविष्य भी सुरक्षित रहे.
Mrityunjay ji, one thing is clear that the coaching institutes are also divided. There are a number of them who feel that there should be re-NEET. There are others who feel there should not be re-NEET. But look at the students. The student community is split down the middle. 23 lakh, a huge percentage of the opinion that there should not be any re-NEET, and they are perhaps satisfied with the rank that they have been given.
See, as far as re-NEET is concerned, I mean, my view I'll share with you. Those who have got above 500 score, if at all if they are planning for re-NEET, those who have scored above 500 can be made mandatory for them, not others, because others haven't anyway scored that much that they will get admission to a medical college, except for the reserved categories which that will really work out.
So how many students do you think would be above 500?
209,000 students.
Only 209,000 students?
Yeah.
Mayor.
So then in that case, what is the problem in ensuring that in that 209,000, if there are those who feel there should be re-NEET, they should be given an option?
Exact figures, because 209,000 is above, just a minute, something above 550 score is 1,40,000. About 500 scores, 209,274 students.
So these are the only students who qualify for a medical college, that they will be given a medical.
Most of them only make it unless they are having extraordinary reservation, multiple reservation benefits. The score may go low, but otherwise those who have got this. So 209,000 students be given retest. That will ensure that those who have benefited, if at all, out of the league, and if they are beneficiary, they have to be there in the top. This thing above 500 score.
But I have one more question for you. Someone, he or she is above 600?
Yes.
Yes. So she is at a particular rank around 10,000. 10,000. If there is, if we eliminate those 67 candidates who scored a perfect 720 and a huge number which has around, which has the number between 716, 718, which is again not believable number, it cannot happen, then can her ranking improve?
Why not? I mean, see, if she gives a fair test, I mean, unbiased test, this time, the second...
No, but can the NTA system and calculation be such that they change her ranking?
They have to make a paper as good as the previous paper. That's it. I mean, they cannot make it tougher and, really make things...
Okay, I can see Sujata Rao. Sujata Rao, please go ahead, and then I bring in the politicians now.
The previous speaker reiterated what I had said, that you can definitely limit the retest to a few who have got high marks. But actually, in reality, it's not so simple. I'll tell you why. Supposing what he has said is right, 2,700,000 people take the test. That's 1:2. There are 1 lakh seats, out of which 50 to 60,000 are government seats, where the education is subsidized. The remaining 50, 60,000 are where you have to pay capitation fees. Now, what is really happening in this NEET business and why ranking is so important is that many of them who don't qualify or get into a government college and have to have only the option to get into a private college cannot afford. They have the merit, but they cannot afford the capitation fee.
Yes.
In which case, NTA then reduces the cutoff points. And so the most ridiculous situation in this country, where cutoff has come down as low as 19%. And out of 13 lakh students a year ago who qualified, 11 lakh, the guy who got 11 lakh rank got admission into a medical college because the middle ones, 7, 8, 9, 10 lakh fellows could not afford the capitation fees and get in, So it's a bit more complex,
Yes.
the whole thing of public, private and
Yes.
capitation fees, free education and so on.
So
But
that's
then for the same reason, ranking is so important because ranking is what will determine the student from being able to get to good government college. All government colleges are by and large, compared to the private, definitely better in quality and they're subsidized.
Yes,
So that is
absolutely.
where they want to get in.
So-
These
so-
students who have cheated in that advantage. The guys who are 67, 720 are going to get into AIIMS. And if they have cheated and got those high marks, because, look at the history. The last few years, there have been not more than 2 or 3% students who have got the perfect scores. And now today you have 67 students. They will get into AIIMS, they'll get into PGI, they'll get into all the best colleges. It is so unfair to the rural poor. It is so unfair to the students who are really working hard and fighting so many odds. And you just kind of give the
I agree
advantage.
with you. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Particularly, my concerns are for these students coming from rural parts of India. Shah Mohammed and Guru Prakash Paswan, to you now. Shah Mohammed, the government here has said that there has been a breach of confidentiality. There is an acceptance of a problem. Does it end here?
The government to the Supreme Court said there has been no mass malpractice and no individual groups. That itself is the lie to the Supreme Court. They should be called out for contempt of court. You see, I'm going to elaborate on what others said. It started off with, a boy called Anurag Yadav, who said that he was called by his uncle, Sikandar Prasad, on 4th May, back from Kota back to Bihar, and he was given the leaked paper. Now, what happened is he was able to get good marks in biology because he memorized that, but he couldn't memorize the physics and chemistry part. Who gave it to him? Nitish Kumar. So Nitish Kumar was the kingpin. They arrested him in Bihar. Then we hear arrests in Godhra, right? We hear in Gujarat. There have been arrests in Rajasthan and Delhi for impersonation. Then you had yesterday an arrest called a guy called Rocky in Jharkhand. All right. And then they say there is a principal in Hazaribagh involved, a school there, a couple of teachers and teachers
Who have
from
been
coaching
arrested as well.
centers. Yes. Then can I finish? Then CBI goes to West Bengal yesterday and said they are making arrests there. So what we see is there is a widespread. It is not one state or two states. It's widespread. So we don't know where all it's involved. And suppose, like Mrs. Rao said, that these people who have got the marks, the high marks, could also be people who have cheated. How do we know they have not cheated? What is the proof that they have not cheated? So the government has lied to the Supreme Court. This is widespread. We have no idea which other states involved. It could be Maharashtra, it could be Uttarakhand, it could be even the southern states. We don't know because people have paid around. They also said, the boy Anurag said 30 lakhs was paid. You have proof and it's the economic offense wing which is arrested there. That's point number one. Point two, my question today is, when NEET started, I'm a doctor, 50% was the mark given if those who get 50 and above could write this exam. Then it came down to 30%. Now, Maria, it is zero. You don't need to have any percentage to write an exam to become a doctor. And that is shocking. Why did we lower it? Why did the present government lower that mark? Why not keep it at 50%? That is one very important thing. Then you wouldn't have so many of them trying to cheat, because many of them can't, medicine is not something easy. Medicine is, even though I'm a dentist, first 2 years is medical subjects. It's not easy. It's a lot of studying, a lot of hard work. So the question today is that this exam, according to me, has to be cancelled. You cannot have it for a few students. And let's understand that 1563 who were given grace marks never before. How can you give grace marks? That's ridiculous. They were asked to write exams again. And a few hundred turned up. The rest did not turn up. Why did they not turn up is the question. So that itself shows that they might have got the paper. And like Mrs. Rao said, 67 got 720. Never before. The last 5 years, it's 2-1-2-1.
Okay.
That itself shows. And 66, 6 in a center in Haryana, have got this in one particular center. So a lot of discrepancies.
A lot of irregularities. Lot of irregularities that are being, pointed here, Dr. Guru Prakash Paswan, by Dr. Shama Mohammed of the Congress Party.
And the government of India is reluctant. The government of India does not want to admit that there's a problem with NTA, National Testing Agency.
But NTA's Director General has been sacked.
It has to be dissolved. The NTA has to be dissolved. This cannot go on. They've cancelled 4 exams as of now.
Yes, the NTA as a body.
Let's not forget, Maria, one last point. In March, the police constable exam was cancelled. I want to ask Guru Prakash, you brought in a law, public examination law in 2024. Why? And in that you say 10 years imprisonment and 1 crore is the fine. Who have you convicted in the cancellation of that exam because there was cheating happening and you cancelled the exam in March? Why are there no convictions?
Guru,
why is there no trial? Why is there no court case? Why is there no arrest? Unless you convict, Maria, we are not getting to the bottom of this.
Yes, so there is an acceptance of irregularity by the center. There has been conspiracy, cheating, impersonation, paper leak, everything has happened, and still it is localized. And how is it really jeopardizing? Are you not jeopardizing the future of the students by not cancelling it and ensuring that all of them take the exams? And, perhaps not a mass exam, not all 23 lakhs, but perhaps 2 lakhs who are in the range of 550 plus.
But that also, how can we be sure they're in the range
Maria,
of 550 plus?
let me congratulate you for having multiple voices.
Yes, please, go ahead.
Maria, it's my turn or not?
Yes, please, go ahead.
Thank you so much. Maria, let me congratulate you at the outset for having all the relevant stakeholders, the students, the parents, the people who are actually involved in this entire process. This entire issue must be viewed objectively and dispassionately. And the seriousness of the government, the commitment of the government is very clear from the fact that the Honorable Prime Minister himself on the floor of the Parliament, the Honorable President in her speech, the former Prime Minister of India, Deve Gowda ji, have spoken about this issue on the floor of the Parliament. Point number 1. Point number 2, we saw the high-level committee under the chairmanship of Dr. K. Radhakrishnan, former ISRO chairperson. We saw the removal of the NTA chief as soon as this controversy broke out. We saw for the first time in the history of our country, Maria, Public Exam Prevention of Unfair Means 2024, which penalizes with 1 crore fine and also 10 years of imprisonment. We saw the case undergoing the CBI investigation. I don't believe in whataboutery. I can very well counter the spokesperson from the Congress party by saying that Rajasthan teacher recruitment exam happened. It impacted more than 16 lakh students. But it's very important for us to understand and realize the CGI, the Chief Justice of India, has categorically said that retest could be the last option. The examination happening again would be the last option, not the first option, because you cannot jeopardize the future of 24 lakh students. Like we saw voices in your panel tonight, in your debate, there are student groups, there are student communities who are actively advocating for this examination to continue. So I think we have faith in the Supreme Court of India. The Supreme Court of India and the Government of India, they are on the same page. The K.S. Radhakrishnan committee, they are constantly in interacting with the parents, with the students for the last 15 days on finding a solution. So this issue is not about sensationalizing. There are more than 14 paper leaks which happened in Rajasthan. The point is not that. For the first time, we saw a very strong, active legislation, a legal structure that would penalize paper leaks in the future. That has happened. So I think all the relevant stakeholders must come together. We'll wait for July 18th when the Supreme Court comes out with a clear direction that whether there is a requirement of a retest or not. But we cannot jeopardize the future of 24 lakh students. The government's commitment, the government's topmost priority is the future of our 24 lakh students.
But the student community, as you heard a number of them who are here in the studio, Guru Prakash Paswan, is of the opinion that there are a certain percentage of students who have had illegal advantage.
Correct.
No, absolutely. But Maria, I cannot speak on behalf of the Supreme Court of India, but the Supreme Court of India in its observation has said that there is no evidence of pan-India breach. So in the absence of any evidence of pan-India breach, are you suggesting that we jeopardize the future of 24 lakh students? Are you indicating that the entire group, the entire conglomerate of 24 lakh students go under the thorough turbulations and the trials of a retest? I think that is not advisable.
Okay.
I think all
Sujata
of us
Rao
present
has a
in the
point
panel,
here.
the
Let's
Supreme
have
Court is
Sujata Rao and
examining
Guru
each and
Prakash
every
Paswan
matter.
on the screen, and then I bring in Dr. Shama Mohammed. Yes,
Can I
ma'am,
speak?
go ahead.
Yeah.
Sujata
So
Rao.
the Supreme Court has said the
Sujata Rao.
examinations have
Yes.
been...
Shama, I'm coming to you. Sujata Rao first, yes.
I'm just saying that how are the lives of 24 lakh students being jeopardized by a retest? In any case, only 1 lakh admissions can be made. So in any case, 23 lakh students are out. So the question here is how many should be retested? And it's not, they've been preparing for the last 1 year, 2 years. Within a month's time, they don't forget the subject. And if they've forgotten it, they don't deserve to be in the medical college. So it's not such a big thing to take a retest again for a test for which they've been preparing for quite some time. The issue is, are you doing justice? And is there fair play? And do the students thereby get the sense of confidence that there has been fair play?
Okay.
There has been so much of muck around this whole NEET exam that it's
Maria.
really quite complicated.
Okay. Guru, respond to that. Then there are two questions also coming in from,
Can I
Yashwardhan
say-
Azad and Shama Mohammed. Yes, Guru, please respond, and then
Maria.
I bring in Shama.
Maria, I have a very simple point answer to Sujata ji. There are 47,000 centers. There is absolutely no evidence of pan-India evidence or a breach or on all the 47,000 centers. That is point number one. Point number two, Maria, I think we have to wait for the Supreme Court. You cannot throw the baby along with the bath water. That is precisely the case. I think we will find out, the Supreme Court, the CBI will find out the loopholes, will find out the lacunae.
So the
and will
matter is
examine
sub
on
judice.
it.
Let's
For
wait.
that,
Dr.
it is
Shama
very
Mohammed.
important to understand. Not everyone can afford.
I just want to say one point. The Supreme Court said the exams was compromised beyond question. That was exactly what they said. So Dr. Guru Prakash can't change those things. Those were the exact words. The second thing is I want to ask Guru Prakash is why do you always have to go to Supreme Court? Why didn't the government of India do anything about it? Because when it started off, that Dr. Dharmendra Pradhan said, oh, there has been nothing, no cheating, nothing. You are initiating, the opposition is initiating these protests. That is the reason petitions went to the Supreme Court. In the last 10 years, everything goes to Supreme
I
Court.
respond
Bharatiya
to it,
Janata Party
Maria?
says, let the court decide. It does no. Let me finish, Guru Prakash, and then you can talk. I did not interrupt you. All right, keep quiet now. The thing is,
I did not ask you, I was asking Maria Shama.
Okay.
I was not asking you, I was
30
asking Maria.
seconds to
So
Shama, and then I'm
please
coming
be
to you.
patient and calm.
Yes, please.
Please
Yes,
stay
very
patient and
important.
calm.
Yes, please.
Very important. There is, it's widespread. And let's understand, he says, the CBI is coming out with evidence every day. They had evidence yesterday. They're coming out with, you said, breaking news today. Every day there is something coming out. So when there is so much of confusion and the trust of the students are not there anymore, and these are not going to be car mechanics, they're going to be doctors who deal with lives of people. Let's not forget that.
Okay, Guru
We
Prakash,
have to
please
have a-
respond, and then I bring
we
in
have to have
Yashwardhan
a
Azad.
retest. The retest is very important. And one more thing, Maria.
No,
I want to ask
I
Guru
think,
Prakash, why was the
Maria,
why
Maria,
was that person
Maria, I
lowered
think it's
from
my
50
turn.
to 0? Can you
Okay,
tell
go
me
ahead.
the answer to that? Why is
Maria,
that
I think I
every
can. It's
person
there are students watching.
Yes,
There are
yes,
students
yes,
watching
please.
this debate.
Politicians should
There are
also
students watching
yeah,
this debate.
absolutely.
Please don't show the sanskar of the Congress party.
हाँ ठीक है, चलिए. Guru Prakash Paswan बोलिए. Guru.
There, no, students, there are students on this debate. Thank you so much. Like I said, the Congress party is suffering with selective amnesia. The selectivity of the Congress party, let me be very clear, Maria, you will quote the Supreme Court verdict that is favoring you. You will be blinded to the Supreme Court verdict that is not favoring you. The Supreme Court, the CGI has categorically said that
Okay, I'm
should be
going
the
to
last
move away
option.
from the
Why are you
politicians.
not going behind it? Why are you not going behind it?
Because students
this
here
is not the
are in
case.
fact
Rajasthan में
smiling
14
and
पेपर लीक
seeing
होते तब आप शांत
that
रहते हैं.
politicians like always
14
are
paper leaked
indulging
in
in this
Rajasthan,
blame
you were silent
game,
about it.
which doesn't help them. Yes, Yashwardhan Azad, please respond. Okay, let's shift focus from the politicians. Go ahead.
See, I want to
Move
make
away from the politicians. Yes.
I
Go
want
ahead.
to make four or five very important points. Number one is that how can you say that the breach is pan-India or not pan-India? The CBI has been given the investigation. It's come out so far that in 6 states it was compromised. It can be 8 states. It can be 9 states.
It's an ongoing investigation.
It's an ongoing investigation. So we cannot have any. That's more the reason why retest should be done. Second, what are the ISRO scientists going to do in that committee? The question is not about the quality of question papers. The question bank is intact. Everything is all right.
I think it's about reforms.
That is the
reason why Mr. Radhakrishnan has been brought in.
You know what we are doing? We are fudging the issue by making it committee-wise, deliberations. No, the issue is how to conduct the NTA exams properly. And whoever that Babu in NTA was, he has not been sacked, he has just been transferred. And the importance attached to NDA is proven by the fact that you have another Babu who's retired and is holding some other charge. In China, in China, 1.5 crore students give the exams. Nothing happens. No leaks at all.
No, but India is also known for conducting exams. It's only in recent years that we have had so many instances. So there is something going wrong, and that's the reason why the body has been
NTA is a scam because in the last 5 or 7 years, 70 papers have leaked.
Yes,
this is a joke. This is a joke. And one thing more. The government is not doing, I don't know what is the reason, but there seems to be a vested interest. Look at somebody like Litin Vijay, who was from a coaching institute, who had filed a petition in Supreme Court and he had to withdraw. Obviously, it has to be under pressure because some of the people who have done very well are the people who do not deserve to be there.
One of the stand taken by the NTA as well as the Union of India, that since there was a increase in the students of this year, so that's why the marks and the scores were on the higher side. But if we compare with the data, so last year 20 lakhs, all spikes is between the marks 620 to 720. Because how many government seats? 56,000 government seats are there.
Only.
So, total seat is 1,08,000. Total, out of which 56,000 from the government medical colleges, and entire spike, we observe that entire spike is on that range. Last year, 20 lakh 38,590 students appear, and 13,991, 0.6% score the marks between 620 to 720, and this was increased from 13,000 to 58,263. So entire government seats are taken away by those students, and the increase is to 5 times. And the second leg of my argument is that if we compare the marks of the students between 520 to 620, so if the number of students increase, the syllabus was reduced, the impact may be on all junctures of the. So here we found that in 2024, last year 91,000 students had scored between 520 to 620. This time 1,02,000. Last year 4.46% of the student got that. This year 4.39. There was a decrease of marks and rank between 520 to 620. And one more thing, what everybody is taking that 23 lakhs, we cannot burden 23 lakh students for re-examination. 164 is the qualifying marks. One out of 720,
Only
164 is the qualifying mark.
Okay.
So only 13 lakhs people score above 164 marks. So we can take whosoever
No,
got
but
less
they
than.
are of the opinion that you can be, you know,
And-
you can enter the counseling only if you have crossed 550.
Yes. So what
Which
I'm,
is roughly
what
around
I'm,
how
what,
many students?
What I'm,
2 lakhs
what
students.
I'm suggesting, the child this year they got around 10,000 rank. If we compare same marks from the last year ranking,
So what
he
is
got
the formula?
2020. So my formula is, my suggestion is this: if we take 560 marks, only 1,29,409 students have secured
much.
above 560 marks. Hai. Seats are 109, so we can take it 2 lakh students.
Okay, so that's a formula that you're suggesting.
So that we can eliminate.
Let's have Professor Anand Kumar and all the 4 students now on the screen and start wrapping up this conversation with the primary stakeholders again. You know, Anand Kumar sir, आपने सुना बहुत सारे sides का argument हुआ, politicians ने भी अपना view रखा, लेकिन सवाल ये है कि students अगर इतने dilemma में हैं, अगर जिनको लगता है कि इंसाफ नहीं हो रहा, बहुत सारे लोगों को लग रहा है कि पूरे प्रोसेस में इंसाफ हो रहा है, तो कहीं पर तो कुछ दोनों साइड को मिलना होगा ना, तो वो कहां पर होगा?
देखिए 1997 में याद है कि जब आईआईटी में ऐसी खबरें आई थी कि एग्जाम कैंसिल हो गए थे, कई जगहों पर, केवल 2-3 जगहों पर ऐसी खबर आई थी कि भाई लीकेज हुआ है पेपर, चोरी हुई है, वहां चीटिंग हुई है, तो पूरे देश में री एग्जाम हुआ था, मुझे याद है। तो अगर बहुमत देखा जाए, वोटिंग करा दिया जाए, जो बच्चे नीट दिए सबको वोटिंग करा दिया जाएगा, अगर वोटिंग में सबसे ज्यादा लोग चाहते हैं कि री एग्जाम हो तो री एग्जाम हो जाए, अगर ज्यादा बच्चे चाहते हैं कि नहीं री एग्जाम हो तो जहां जहां गड़बड़ी है वहां एग्जाम हो, लेकिन बच्चों के हित में काम हो, उनके विश्वास को कभी भी ठेस न पहुंचे, उनके भविष्य को कभी खराबी न हो, इसका ध्यान जरूर रखना चाहिए। वोटिंग वाला मेरे ख्याल से सबसे अच्छा मामला हो।
लेकिन यहाँ पर 4 स्टूडेंट्स हैं, 4 में से 2 स्टूडेंट्स फेवर में हैं, 2 अगेंस्ट में हैं। मैं उन लोगों से फिर से सवाल पूछती हूँ, हिताक्षी और हर्ष मेहरा, मैं आपसे सवाल पूछूंगी, आप इन लोगों को क्या बोलेंगे? व्हाट विल यू टेल the 2 students or your friends here, Nirnay and Anand, Nirnay and Manya, who are of the opinion that re-NEET is the only option? Do you think they should be given the option of re-NEET while you should not be allowed to give re-NEET if you do not want to take?
This can be an option, ma'am, because we know half of 2024 has been gone, and now we are so frustrated that we want to start with our colleges now. Our academic year will be lost, so either give us a choice or there should be re-NEET in only those states where paper leak has been confirmed.
Okay, and what's your score like, if I may ask you, and you'll be, okay to the idea of sharing that score with me? And
my score was 645.
645 would be, what's your rank then?
33,500.
Okay, 33,500, which is, technically within 1 lakh, and she will get a government college. So you are of the opinion there should not be a...
No, not getting the government college.
Yeah.
If she belongs from the general, then she will.
Yeah,
not get
but she is qualifying certainly. So okay, so congratulations there to you, Hitakshi. Harsh, your thoughts?
I'm 428.
Okay, so then in that case, should you have re-NEET or no re-NEET?
मैम नो रीनीट, बिकॉज मेरा ये मानना है कि जो प्रिपरेशन हमारी उस टाइम पे थी, अब वो हमारे पास प्रिपरेशन उस टाइप की हम कर भी नहीं सकते अभी, क्योंकि हमें उस चीज के लिए टाइम चाहिए। जब एक नीट एस्पिरेंट पढ़ता है, पूरा 1 साल अपना ड्रॉप लगाता है, तो उसमें अपना पूरा जी जान लगाता है, वो दिन रात एक करता है। लेकिन अब अगर रीनीट कराना भी था तो इनको 1 हफ्ता या 2 हफ्ता पेपर के बाद इनको कराना चाहिए था। लेकिन आफ्टर 2 months it is not.
If we were to take only your case at a score of just around 400, Anand sir, what will you tell him? Because he is not in that rank of 560 plus. So what's your rank right now? Harsh?
Yes, ma'am.
What's your rank right now?
Around 3 lakh.
So then in that case, you'll have to perhaps take another exam next year and try your luck.
Even
No, ma'am, I am
re-read is
trying for
beneficial to-
semi-government college.
Absolutely.
You're of the opinion that you'll get through a semi-government college.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so private college is what you're looking at. Okay, to the students here, go ahead. Manya?
I agree that preparation में break आया, momentum lose हुआ, but preparation हमने करी भी तो इसीलिए थी because हमारे ऊपर pressure था. Break हुआ momentum, but अगर हमें पता चलता है कि वो exam फिर से होगा, तो of course we'll get the pressure again and we'll start preparing with the same, not the same. We'll start slow, but we'll pace up. We'll eventually pace up. Of course हम भूल तो नहीं जाएंगे इतने से टाइम में जो हमने इतने टाइम से पढ़ा है.
But with your score, you're actually qualifying for a good college.
I am qualifying, but it's not in any tier 1 city. I'll get a tier 2 city or tier 3 city, and why would I settle for something lesser when I had actually deserved better in my own home city?
Okay, Anand sir, what will you tell her?
ठीक ही कहना है। अगर फिर से प्रेशर बनेगा तो बच्चे फिर से तैयारी करेंगे, और अगर अच्छे से पढ़ाई हुए तो बच्चा भूलेगा भी नहीं। इसलिए अगर बच्चों का ज्यादा बहुमत आता है, वोटिंग करा लीजिए, सबका आपके पास मोबाइल नंबर है, वेबसाइट, डिजिटल दुनिया है। अगर बच्चे ज्यादा चाहते हैं कि फिर से हो जाए, तो हमारी भी गुजारिश है कि फिर से एग्जाम कर दिया जाए, तो दोबारा बच्चे तैयारी कर सकते हैं। 2-4 वीक का टाइम दे दिया जाए तो बच्चे तैयारी कर सकते हैं।
Okay. Ishwardhan Azad sir, you wanted to make a point?
Yeah, I mean, if you have voting with 24 lakhs, I mean, then
yeah,
again the
that sounds a
problem of EVMs will come in, postal
Yeah, so
ballots
that, yeah,
and
we are
things
getting
like
into a
that.
completely different domain. Please go ahead.
हम रीनीट का ऑप्शन हमने किस लिए रखा था? फेयर कॉल के लिए। अगर एक एस्पिरेंट हम इसमें भी
So what's your score? First, you tell me that.
643,
So your rank would be somewhere.
35,000, around 35,000.
So you're getting a good college again.
No. But why would I settle? Like he said, why would I settle for less? If I can, like पिछले साल 10,000-11,000 रैंक थी, I could get a very good college. I might have the chances to get a college in Delhi as well, because I have Delhi quota, जो 85%, 15% का होता है. उससे मेरे को दिल्ली में कॉलेज मिला, अब नहीं मिल रहा. मैम अगर हम लोग preparation,
counseling hasn't happened. Maybe you'll have a chance.
Might. Like it is like a pendulum being oscillated from one point to another. But my point is, हमारी क्या, जब भी हम प्रिपरेशन करते हैं हमारी जर्नी में ऐसे फेजेस नहीं आते कि हम प्रिपरेशन छोड़ देते हैं. 1-2 महीने हमारे डिप्रेसिंग फेज चलता है, जब पूरी हम लोगों को कुछ नहीं पढ़ रहा जा रहा, वो तब भी तो खराब होता है सब कुछ. तो अब व्हाट इफ दोबारा प्रेशर पड़ेगा, 1 महीने का टाइम रहेगा, फिर से विल गेट बैक टू द फोकस.
Okay, Hitakshi, you can get back to focus. Although the government says in its petition that it's an unequal battle that will happen. I mean, why should somebody like them and all 4 of them suffer? Because there are certain people, certain students who indulged in wrongdoing and they were beneficiaries. One may say that argument is valid. Go ahead.
I agree, but it's practically possible because if we will conduct re-NEET, they'll give us 2, 3, 4 weeks time. Then we'll be late for counseling. Our academic year will be so delayed. We have to start with our colleges too.
I'll make a point here. 2020 में सितंबर में पेपर हुआ था. So what about their academic year?
Yes. And because of that only they shifted our exam in May. सितंबर में कॉलेज चालू हुआ था, इसलिए उन्होंने मई में एग्जाम करना चालू कराया ताकि काउंसलिंग जल्दी हो, हमारा एकेडमिक ईयर जल्दी ही चालू. बट अगर हम रीनीट कराएंगे फिर से 1 मंथ हमें प्रिपरेशन करनी पड़ेगी, उसी डिलेमा से गुजरना पड़ेगा. और अकॉर्डिंग टू मी सुप्रीम कोर्ट शुड डील विद दिस मैटर एट द अर्लीएस्ट. व्हाई हियरिंग पोस्टपोन? First they said that we will deal with this matter on 8 July. Then they give us that like next hearing will be on 11 July. Then they said on 11 July that we will deal this matter on 8 July. Why it is being delayed? This is the matter of whole future of the country. We are going to need doctors. So why is the hearing be delayed? At least clarify us. हमें बता दो हम रीनीट के लिए पढ़ ले नहीं पढ़ ले.
Okay, so
because
there is a lawyer here who's appearing on your behalf. So let me ask him.
On the last date of on 8th, it was ordered that all affidavits by the government shall be filed by 10th at 5 p.m.
Right.
And hearing was posted on 11th.
Right.
So we got the affidavit at 11:30 in the night. And even that affidavits were not posted on the court record. So on 11th we all are blank. then the court is very taking this matter very seriously. So court has proposed to hear this matter on next day as item number 1.
Okay.
So that the court, but at that time, the Solicitor General had requested that he is not available on Monday
I have
and
just
Tuesday.
1 minute. Let me go back to the students. Harsh.
Yes, ma'am. मैम मेरा ये कहना है कि क्या गारंटी है कि जब रीनीट होगा तो वो बिल्कुल फेयर कंडक्ट करा पाएगी गवर्नमेंट?
Exactly.
तो अभी इस
अगर
चीज का
उसमें
क्या,
भी ये कुछ
तो अभी जो 1563 स्टूडेंट्स का पेपर हुआ है उसका फेयर कॉल होने का क्या हुआ है? ऐसे तो हम लोग बाल की खाल ही निकाल रहे हैं बैठ के.
ये तो फिर गवर्नमेंट के ऊपर है ना कि गवर्नमेंट हमारे लिए क्या डिसाइड करती है.
It's not on the government, it's on Honorable Supreme Court.
Yes, it's the
So
Supreme
it would
Court.
be better to take the renit of the student who score more than 600 marks or 550.
No issues.
Yeah, that's
Because
agreeable.
maximum students are scoring in between 620 to 720. So it would be better to take the exam renit of that student only.
Okay, so you are then, you're giving solutions. The final word to you. Please go ahead.
I agree with his point that if they don't want to give the exam, it's fine. The students who are qualifying, they should have the option to give the re-NEET, because yesterday also when we met with the Education Minister, there were many students who were in the favor of re-NEET. So yeah.
But today the story was posted that most of the students
In the
So there were a mixed set of students, yes.
मैम जैसे हमने 1563 स्टूडेंट्स के लिए किया कि जिसको पेपर देना है वो दे दे, जिसको पेपर नहीं देना. वहाँ पे 52% कैंडिडेट्स थे ना जिन्होंने पेपर दिया, जो फील कर रहे थे कि हम इससे बेटर कर सकते हैं. तो हम ऐसे ही कर देते हैं सारे स्टूडेंट्स के लिए कि जिनको देना है वो जाके अपने अपने अलॉटेड सेंटर्स पे दे दे, जिनको नहीं देना वो छोड़ दे.
हाँ, but the larger question, how is it that a high percentage of students who were told to take the retest out of those 1,563 did not appear?
So that's
What is the
exactly,
logic?
that exactly shows
because
they knew that they won't be able to
has
score
not
high.
secured 50 out of 1563, 50% had not secured the qualifying marks.
Yes.
So if a person is not able to, despite having benefited by the grace mark, despite of that he is not able to secure the qualifying marks. So there was no question.
Okay, so you do.
And one more important thing which has been left, why the window, this proved the systematic failure or why the window of re-registration of examination was open on 9th and what the government has taken their stand, they are taking the benefit of orders of the High Court, but the High Court never says.
Okay. So several questions and a lot of answers being sought here. I would like to thank all the students and wish them a lot of good luck for their future. Thank you to the experts here in the studio and Sujata Rao. Thank you to Anand Kumar and Mrityunjay ji. And thank you to Dr. Shama Mohammad and Guru Prakash Paswan. That's all from me on this edition of The Big Fight. I'll be seeing you next week. Thanks so much for watching.